Welcome back to another episode of Wall Street Today. I am Bob Guiney, your host, and I am here with a very special guest, Robert Bove. Now, Robert, we are in the heart of Times Square. Pretty fascinating, huh?
It's amazing.
Isn't this awesome?
Cool. Very cool. At the Hard Rock.
At the Hard Rock Cafe, no less, which for you, that could be a big thing.
Yeah.
Now, Robert, I know you're a wealth planner, you're a wealth advisor, but that's not what really makes you tick. I think what makes you very different are some of the life experiences that got you here. So how did you get here?
Way back in the day, about 24, 25 years ago, we had someone come into my place of employment and talk about 401ks. I was young, I was 40 at the time, didn't really have much money saved up, really didn't know what it was all about. Guy came in about a $3,000 suit, which was probably more than what I made in a month. I was totally lost. I didn't know what he was talking about. Worse than that, the owner of the company didn't. So at that point in time, I made it my purpose to figure out what investing was all about, how I could plan for the future. And what I found out, Bob, so it's really easy for people to achieve a life of amazing significance if they understand the simplicity behind investing. And so I think that's one of the things that differentiates ourselves from other advisors that are out there. Some of them try to make things complicated,
right?
And it doesn't have to be complicated. Yeah.
And I know that you actually had a history before becoming a financial planner and a wealth advisor that really kind of drives your philosophy behind that as well. Can you share that with our viewers?
I think we're here to have an impact on people's lives.
Sure.
And when I found that lane and how simple it was to have clients be able to invest in a way that was going to give them a higher probability of success,
yep,
that really became my mission. And that's what we've been doing over the last 24 years. We typically work with high net worth families and business owners.
Okay.
And, high net worth individuals and business owners, they all have a lot in common, right? And the main thing is you yourself, we talked a little bit last night, right? We've all busted our butts for 30 to 40 years. At some point in time, I believe, and this is what our firm truly believes, is everyone deserves to win.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And from that person, that's individual that's working in the C-suite, he's really worked his butt off, she's really worked her butt off, but that business owner put blood, sweat, and tears into his business.
Everything is in that
Gets
business.
knocked down, gets back up, knocks the dust off of them. So we're certified exit planners. The thing that we help both the individual client, we want them when they come to that point in time, when they define retirement, however they want to define it,
right,
when that business owner wants to exit his business, we're making sure that that business owner exits with the highest multiple. We make sure that he's personally and financially prepared. And more importantly for that business owner, that he has a written plan for his third act of his life.
Yeah.
It's extremely important for a business owner. No different than the individual client, right?
Sure.
They want to be able to retire on their terms.
Yeah. Is that a common mistake you see made where people, like I love that you just said that they have a written plan for that third act, because most people haven't planned for that third act. They just think, I'm going to retire and I'll be good. Yeah. But in fact, that's not the case, right?
Right. One of the biggest mistakes I think our industry shoves down people's throats is that in order to have a successful retirement, like, Bob, I know approximately how old you are. How come you haven't retired yet?
Right.
You should retire as soon as you can and walk the beach with your spouse with white terry cloth clothes on, sipping champagne. It's a recipe for disaster.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Same with the business owner. Like I said, they're working their butts off for 30 to 40 years. They're in control of everything. And then all of a sudden, you just want them to stop and become irrelevant. And so we talk a lot about return on investment because that's what we do. But we also talk about return on meaning. To me, return on meaning is more important than return on investment.
So the ROM outweighs the ROI.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Exactly.
Now, I know you were a drummer. How has that influenced your philosophy towards things? I know you mentioned that there's a rhythm to what you do, and the 4-8 method and the different things that you kind of approach from your business perspective. I think it makes you captivating. I think it really does, because when people think of wealth advisors, when people think of financial planners, when people think of insurance people or any of those types of industries, they don't realize that you can also be a very well-rounded individual, and that might really inform how you approach your business.
Right.
How has that informed you in your life?
Life is about life, right? It's not about money. I mean, why shouldn't we have fun? Why shouldn't I have that escape to, music is in my soul. It's important that we all have something else besides our job. I mean, I told our advisors in our office, like, look, if I don't hear laughter coming out of the conference room when you're having a meeting with your client, then something's wrong. This is serious what we do here, right? We got to have fun. And from the drumming aspect, you know, I always tell people, just a very basic drummer. I think a lot can be accomplished with just staying in the pocket, keeping it simple. When you're going to do a solo, Bob? I don't do solos.
Right.
I make good music by keeping it simple. You know, Leonardo da Vinci said, simplicity is the greatest form of sophistication. Matter of fact, Einstein identified 5 levels of intelligence. 1, you're smart. Next level is you're intelligent. Next level, you're brilliant. Next level is genius. What's above genius? Simplicity.
Wow.
So simplicity in music, simplicity in investing. And when it comes down to investing, most of my clients have the same 6 key concerns. 1 is investing. They want to invest their money in a way that's going to allow them to recreate their lifestyle, however it may be.
Yep.
And quite frankly, the way we invest our clients' money gives them the highest probability of achieving that. 1A is health.
Yeah.
You know, health is very, very important. After that, how can I mitigate my taxes during the accumulation phase as well as the deaccumulation phase?
Right.
Next is wealth protection. How am I going to protect all of this wealth from litigation or property and casualty type of insurance? So de-risking is very important. The next is wealth transfer. How am I going to transfer money in the most efficient way to my clients, and then to my children, my beneficiaries?
Yep.
And then the last one is most of my clients that we work with are very charitable minded. So from the investment side, that's really what we focus on. But because those clients have those key concerns, what we found over the last 24 years, that a business owner and an individual, they don't want to be the quarterback of their financial life.
Right.
We formed a virtual family office, and we have relationships. Think of me like the general manager of a football team or a baseball team, and I got franchise players in each one of those areas: tax mitigation, commercial insurance, estate planning, charitable giving. So we really round out that whole, to give them that optimal financial world so they can focus on what they do best, and that's run their business or run their life. So it's more about, our tagline is beyond wealth.
Yeah.
4:8 is after Philippians 4:8, which says to focus on things that are pure, praiseworthy, loving, noble, true, excellent, and real. So again, what we do is way beyond wealth.
No, I love that. I think that's why you connect with so many people. It's bigger than just the paycheck. It's bigger than the 401k. It's bigger than the IRA.
Right.
It's about how you're going to live your life, and like you said, preparing for that third act. You know, once you finally are able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Yeah.
The other thing we do for business owners that I failed to mention is that we've been doing 401ks now probably about 17 years.
Yeah.
So we're really good at that. So we take that onus off the business owner again so that he can focus on what he does best and make sure that his employees are well prepared for retirement as well.
Bob, why don't you share with me a piece of advice that you give to your clients on a regular basis that will make them realize, you know, what's different about how you approach wealth management?
1, pay attention to the fees that you're paying for your investments.
Yep.
2, make sure that you're globally diversified. 3, make sure that you are allocated in line with your risk tolerance and when you're going to need the money.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4, even though we're on Wall Street today, do not pay attention to the financial media.
Right.
All right.
Right.
And be disciplined to save and invest in this beautiful thing that Warren Buffett calls capitalism.
Yeah.
Human ingenuity.
Right.
That's what we're investing in. It's always going to be there. There's going to be some times when the proverbial crap hits the fan, but if you invest in human ingenuity, capitalism, and then hold on.
It's a long-term play, right?
Yeah, it's a long-term play, and the longer you can hold on to that powerful force called compounding interest, you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Right? Stick to your plan, and remember, it's all about return on meaning.
Do you have a story you could share with us of a client who's taken advantage of the knowledge that you've given them and really turned it around?
Yeah, one of my favorite clients, he's been a client of ours for about 18 years, met him at the gym. He wanted a second opinion. I think he had outgrown his current advisor. He's a business owner. Guy started manufacturing company from his garage, high school educated. So I came in and I gave him a second opinion on his personal investments. I gave him a second opinion on his 401k. We gave him other ideas on how to continue to grow his company. But also more importantly, we started planning about 10 years ago how to exit his business so that he's going to get the highest multiple.
That's the third act you were talking about.
And what is he going to do? He hasn't exited yet.
Yeah.
He's ready to exit because he realized he loves his business. This is his purpose. But it's a perfect example of taking someone that was nowhere near where he should have been, growing with him, and now he has the option to exit the way he wants. Personally, financially, he's good to go. And he's at a point right now where we help him maximize the value of his company.
All from his garage.
All from his garage. He's a great guy.
Awesome. I love it. Well, continued success to you, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
I appreciate it.